The mirror showed a stranger. I barely recognized the person staring back at me. Tired eyes looked back at me. They were eyes that had seen too many sleepless nights and too much stress. Simple tasks felt like mountains. Even a short walk left me breathless and exhausted. Playing with my children was hard. I wanted to be active with them, but my body just couldn't keep up. My health was calling for help. Every day I felt the weight of my choices pressing down on me. I felt lost and overwhelmed. The path ahead seemed unclear and daunting. My goal was clear: 100 pounds. It was a number that seemed both terrifying and motivating. It sounded like an impossible dream, but I knew I had to try, for myself and for my family. So many diets had failed before. Each one promised success, but none delivered lasting results. I would lose some weight quickly. The initial excitement always faded, and old habits crept back in. Then it always came back again. The cycle of hope and disappointment was exhausting. This made me feel like a failure. I questioned my willpower and my worth. I needed something truly different, a new approach that could break the cycle. What if dieting wasn't suffering? What if I could find joy in the process? What if I could enjoy my food? Could I change my relationship with eating? This was my turning point, a moment of clarity and determination to start a new chapter in my life. My absolute favorite meal is simple. It's a dish that brings back memories of family gatherings and cozy evenings. It is my comfort chicken bake. This dish has been a staple in my home for years. Tender chicken pieces are key. They need to be juicy and flavorful, cooked to perfection. Lots of colorful roasted vegetables. They add not only nutrition but also a burst of color and flavor. A sprinkle of herbs adds flavor. Fresh herbs like rosemary and thyme elevate the dish. A little cheese on top, melted. It gives the bake a creamy, indulgent finish. It always felt like a warm hug. Sharing this meal with loved ones made it even more special. One evening, eating my bake, I thought, this dish is so comforting and satisfying. Why can't I eat this more? It's nutritious and delicious. This meal made me feel so good. It was like a little piece of happiness on a plate. It was packed with protein and veggies. A balanced meal that was both hearty and healthy. Could enjoying food lead to weight loss? I wondered if I could eat this regularly and still stay fit. I decided to give it a real try. I started experimenting with the recipe to make it even healthier. I started to refine my recipe, adding more vegetables, using leaner cuts of chicken, and reducing the cheese. Delicious, satisfying, and healthy now. My comfort chicken bake became a regular part of my diet, bringing joy and nourishment to my life. Of course, embarking on this journey was a decision I made with a lot of enthusiasm and hope. But it was not always easy. There were moments of doubt and times when I questioned my resolve. There were days the scale didn't move, no matter how hard I tried. These plateaus felt so frustrating, like I was stuck in a rut with no way out. Friends would offer other foods, often not realizing the struggle I was facing. Sweet treats and tempting snacks were always around, making it even harder to stay on track. It was hard to say no sometimes, especially when everyone else seemed to be indulging. Old habits tried to creep back in, whispering that one little bite wouldn't hurt. I had to stay focused on my goal, reminding myself why I started this journey in the first place. I learned to plan for challenges, anticipating the obstacles that might come my way. If I knew I was eating out, I would look at the menu beforehand to make healthier choices. This way I could avoid impulsive decisions and stick to my plan. For cravings, I found healthy swaps that satisfied my taste buds without derailing my progress. Fruit instead of sugary sweets became my go-to, providing natural sweetness and nutrition. My comfort chicken bake remained my anchor, a dish that brought me joy and comfort. There were emotional days too, when everything felt overwhelming and I needed a break. Days when I felt tired or stressed, and the temptation to give up was strong, but small victories kept me going strong, reminding me that every step forward was worth it. Then the day finally arrived. I stepped on the scale with hope. 100 pounds, gone forever. Tears of joy streamed down my face. I had actually done it this time. The impossible dream was real. It was a moment of pure triumph. By enjoying my food, not fighting it, I felt incredibly light and free. My doctor was absolutely thrilled. My blood pressure was much lower. My cholesterol levels improved too. I slept better than ever before. My whole body felt rejuvenated. This was the greatest reward of all.